Mic check, check. Justin Hunt, it's all happening. Thank you guys for rocking with the channel. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel, everyone who shared the video, spread the good word about what we're doing over here. I just dropped my video reaction to Squabble Up. The Squabble Up video just dropped, so that's on the channel right now. Take a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. Also, there is a theory video on the connection between GNX and Machiavelli on the channel as well. 9-second applause to everybody. So I was just back to scripting. I've got to write these blurbs for my year-end list for Revolt. And I've got a scripted piece I've been working on. But all this news keeps breaking. And this is some big news that just broke. Breaking news. According to TMZ, Drake is suing UMG. He's suing UMG. He's suing Universal Music Group over Not Like Us. Drake is suing Universal Music Group over Not Like Us. Reportedly. Okay. Here's the article. Drake, UMG played dirty to pump up Not Like Us. I'm gonna sue. Drake seems to think there's some shadiness behind Kendrick Lamar's monster hit Not Like Us, and he's filed a lawsuit to investigate how it got so big. Drake is investigating how this song became so successful. Now, okay. A lot of times you can see a disconnect between, wow, the numbers on this YouTube video look crazy, but there's no comments, right? A lot of times you can tell who is using performance enhancers online because the video has a lot of views, but it doesn't have a lot of comments. Like there's a few channels I see all the time where they'll have like 60,000 views, but like 15 comments, right? Yeah, that's when I wonder, how did that song get so big? But when a video has, 60,000 views and, 6,000 comments or 600 comments, it doesn't resonate with me the same. Same thing with songs. If looks like a song's got a whole bunch of numbers, but I never see it out in the world, yeah, it makes me wonder, right? Not Like Us is not one of them songs, okay? You can watch Not Like Us at, the Olympics. You can watch it at campaign events, at the DNC National Convention. You can watch it at basketball games. You hear it in cars, right? How'd it get so big, right? So Drake is doing an investigation to figure out what made this song so big. Let's see where this goes. Of course, Not Like Us is the song that effectively ended the Kendrick and Drake beef because its popularity buried Drake. But now he's alleging Universal Music Group used bots and payola scheme to pump up the song. According to the docs obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, Drake says an inside source told him UMG made covert payments to multiple platforms, including radio stations, to play and promote the hell out of Not Like Us. Legally, that's known as payola and is prohibited by the FCC. All right, well, perhaps, right? I'm not saying that labels don't do this sort of thing. I mean, this is kind of how the music industry works. One of the reasons why, there's such a high price tag on cracking the top 20 a lot of times is because you have marketing teams and you have different relationships with different radio programmers in different regions, different mixtape DJs who put it on their email blasts of the newest songs that they're dropping. I mean, there clearly is a lot of that in the music industry, and payola is a big thing, right? I just don't think it's unique to this situation. And I'd be super shocked if Drake has never benefited from whatever he is accusing UMG of doing to promote Kendrick Lamar. Let's see what else this article says. Drake points out UMG has paid settlements in the past for this kind of thing. Like in 2006, when the label paid $12 million to the New York Attorney General's office for pay-for-play scheme. That's true. I mean, I remember when that happened. I was living in New York when that happened, actually, and there was a big wave of that. The payola, that was a big case. There was another one, I want to say in the early teens, where a number of labels were getting hit up for fake views on YouTube channels, at that point in time. So this kind of thing comes around quite often. Again, I'm not sure how unique this is. Anything Kendrick's doing and I'd be shocked if Drake hasn't benefited from this before. If he hasn't benefited from this before. All right. In the docs, he also claims a whistleblower has accused UMG management of spending thousands in May 2024 on bots in order to get the song to 30 million streams on Spotify. And it also paid social media influencers to promote the song. He alleges the label dropped all copyright restrictions so the influencers could repeatedly post the song, helping it spread like wildfire. Is that something that should be illegal? Should it be illegal for an artist to turn off copyright restrictions so people can spread something that they like? Are they making a connection? Are they saying these people only continue to react to this song because the copyright restrictions were released? And later on, I know that they turned those copyright restrictions back on. Now, I don't know if those two things right there, turning them off and turning them on, are connected to this case at all. But to me, that's actually kind of dope. I wish more artists would turn off their copyright restrictions. I think, no, it's not. Is this it? I did a reaction to Port Antonio. I can't remember if that one got restricted or not. But I also did reactions to Lecrae and D1's responses to Watch the Party Die. And I think Lecrae has sharing on, right? So it shares with him and it shares with, with my channel at least. I guess he did this with a lot of streamers. But Drake is saying they dropped copyright restrictions so influencers could repeatedly post a song, helping it spread like wildfire. I don't know, man. I actually thought that was one of the coolest things to come out of this battle, to be honest with you. And I think more artists should, support their local streamers, to be honest. But yeah, this is what TMZ says is in the lawsuit from their sources, from the docs that they've seen. Let's keep going. Drake has some huge legal goals here. He says he's filing this suit to get a full understanding of how UMG funneled payments to iHeartRadio and its network of stations. Once he has that info, according to the docs, he's gearing up to file a civil fraud and racketeering case against UMG and any co-conspirators. All this because you lost a rap battle? My man lost a rap battle. He lost a rap battle. I mean, Drake was just on a live stream last night talking about, I can't remember, XQC, I think the guy's name is. And there's a clip of him saying, you need facts to take me out. He said that in his stream. He said something about Steve Lacy. He called him an op, a fragile op or something. I think he called him fragile op or something like that. This is looking pretty fragile. I can't lie. This is fraud. You supported the rap battle song. It dissed me too hard, and now we got to go to court. Oh, wow. This is crazy. All right. Here's the article. Remember Not Like Us famously includes the lyric where Kendrick calls Drake a certified PDF, and Drake says he already has grounds to sue UMG for defamation, among other things. It's worth noting UMG also distributes Drake's music, but that's clearly not stopping him from going to war again. Yeah, Drake is on UMG. Drake is literally on UMG, and he's suing his label because he thinks that they use bots and payola and strategically turned off copyright so that people would hear Not Like Us more, and that would make them like it more. You go outside, you hear that song. That song was spreading the day it released. So all this really rings very, very petty, very hollow, very fragile. And even if he wins, I don't know how this looks. I don't know how this looks even if you win. I mean, I guess it gives something to, his fans and supporters to say, oh, yeah, Kendrick only won because UMG supported the song. Both artists are on UMG. Is he claiming that UMG didn't support his song? I haven't seen the documents. And so it's wild because Drake has been the industry darling for so long. For so long, he's been the industry darling. He's had, they called it Drake stimulus, right? There's no way you could tell me whatever he's accusing Kendrick of benefiting from UMG, he has not himself benefited from at some point in his career at this point in time. There's no way you could tell me that. Right. But suddenly it seems like it's a problem because he ended up on the losing side of this. I wonder if this is something Meek Mill could have done. I wonder if Meek Mill could have sued Drake over back-to-back, because that song was massive. I mean, this is like, I don't know, man. This is crazy. So let's see what social media is saying about this. All right, here's Twitter. Here's the first post. Drake suing UMG because he lost a rap battle. 1 second applause. That's an ill, evil, devious Shrek grin right there. Bella Golf. Drake just called Steve Lacy a fragile. Yeah, he did. Drake just called Steve Lacy a fragile op, but is now suing Universal Music Group, the same label that he signed a $400 million deal with, because he believes UMG used Bots Peola and other methods to boost Kendrick's streams and sales. Funeral food be so good. Oh, it's funny. Kendrick's lyrics posted, bitch with him and some bitch in him. That's a lot of bitch. Drake is suing UMG and Kendrick Lamar. This is crazy. This is crazy. You know, I mean, I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen this before. I feel like we're in uncharted territory. Here's another one. Drake is alleging that UMG, the same label he's been bragging about being in a $500 million deal with, is trying to take him down, and we're propping up, not like us, against him with bots, and then fired the employees who were Drake fans. What in the episode of Empire? 1 second applause. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I mean, this right here. Drake has initiated legal action against UMG and Spotify, claiming they use Bots Peola and backdoor deals to boost Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. That's Rap TV reporting the story. Let's see what the quote is. UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airways, attorneys for Drake's company said. I mean, I don't know. I feel like outside of maybe turning off copyright, I don't think Bots and Peola are any way uncommon in the streaming era. I mean, Peola is as old as the music industry. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Let's see what this one says. Drake suing UMG for inflating Kendrick's numbers is such not a good idea. Certified Lover Boy was forced down our throats by the same company and nobody said a word. He's just mad. The plate is not going in his stomach anymore. Good luck with winning that lawsuit. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really interesting, like, what discovery will reveal here. And I wonder if any part of this case will reveal how common these practices are. And as someone who has worked in the music industry, in the business of selling music, there's a lot of things that I think that he's alleging that are common practices. Yeah, you pay influencers. Like, influencers getting paid isn't a revelation. You know, radio people getting paid, truthfully, Peola is illegal. It is illegal, truthfully. But that doesn't mean that practice has stopped. It's just evolved. And there's no part of any of this that Drake, in my opinion, hasn't benefited from, if not been the biggest beneficiary of, throughout his career. And so this reads to me as someone who is really having a difficult time taking a loss. A very difficult time. And, you know, obviously, you know, Not Like Us was so big, and Drake definitely took a major brand hit throughout this battle. And perhaps this is closer to what Skepta said the other day, you know, where they're having problems getting deals. You know, and he tried to color that, or the way he framed that seemed to come across as if he was talking about the entire rap industry. Maybe, you know, this is an indication of some of the challenges that Drake and OVO potentially, or people around that camp, are experiencing. Because, you know, at the end of this TMZ article, again, it says, remember, Not Like Us famously includes the lyric where Kendrick calls Drake a certified PDF. And Drake says he already has grounds to sue UMG for defamation, among other things. And so they're making this very big. And, you know, the same thing could happen. In my opinion, there's room to say. I mean, I don't know. That's the whole allegation side of things. I personally look at this as I don't want to say a tipping point, but potentially a tipping point to rap battles in the future. Let's hypothesize that somehow this actually goes to trial. Maybe it's not settled beforehand in some capacity, you know, but let's say Drake's team wins. Are we looking at a future where you have to watch what you say to someone in a rap battle because someone might sue you? You might get sued for something that's truthfully as old as hip hop, older than hip hop in a lot of ways. I mean, this is almost like I lost a rap battle. Nobody should battle anymore. Okay, well, if we're going to battle, then, you know, certain things are okay to say. Certain other things aren't okay to say. I don't know, man. This is uncharted territory, in my opinion. I look at this and I see, I look at somebody who has a very, this is like the rich kid who takes his ball home. You know, this is like, what's the movie? Oh my gosh, what's the movie? This is like Toy, like with Richard Pryor, and he was that little kid's toy, and that kid was so spoiled in the beginning. You know, he has an arc and becomes a better person. I'm not sure how this is going to make. I don't know what impact Drake can expect from this either way. Drake and his team can expect from this either way. If he wins, to me, this looks terrible. If he loses, to me, he looks even worse. And the ramifications, should he actually win this, and now people are like, oh, man, shoot, man, we got to start limiting rap battles. You know, I mean, this dude, that's an attack at a much broader, much bigger cultural thing, all because he decided not to keep it a friendly fade. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. I am shocked to see this. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. My name is Justin Hunt. Like, subscribe to the channel, follow at the Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views that's radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.